Ready? Okay. So this company is throwing this, I guess it's like a contest or a submission where you create a 2-minute video on your dare to dream. It's due today. Today's the last day, and I've been thinking about doing it for a couple days now, but I have, I'm just been so distracted, and also I don't like to feel like I'm forced to create a video. And I haven't been in this feeling of creating until right now, where I'm going to like get into this flow state, right? So let's I don't have any edits done. I don't know what clips to have to put that I'm going to be using, or what clips I have for this video, right? So let's just practice creating like the shot list and the voiceover and the music, all of that good stuff before we actually go and look for clips. I did use chat to put like a structure together, but I don't use chat to tell me what to put in the video. So I just want to be very clear on that. Like, I'm still very true to my artistry as far as choosing what clips I'm going to be using and feeling the flow, and I'm not having chat like put the video together and then I end up being the robot and just, right, just putting it like that. Anyway, so let's start with our creative affirmations, which is, I am a channel for God's creativity and work comes to good. Okay. My dreams come from God and God has the power to accomplish them. As I create and listen, I will be led. Creativity is the creator's will for me. My creativity heals myself and others. I'm allowed to nurture my artist through the use of a few simple tools. My creativity will flourish. Through the use of my creativity, I serve God. My creativity always leads to truth and love. My creativity leads me to forgiveness, self-love, and self-forgiveness. My creativity always leads to truth and love. My creativity leads me to forgiveness and self-love. There is a divine plan of goodness for me. There is a divine plan of goodness for my work. There is a divine plan of goodness for my work. I already said that. As I listen to the Creator within, I am led. Okay? As I listen to the Creator within, I'm led. Now, I want to just touch on that. It's important to really believe that, to listen to your inner child, to listen to whatever it is your God is, and connect with it. Because if you just actually watch all these videos of behind the scenes of like some of your favorite artists and what they say and how they end up creating, they all have one common denominator, right? And that's that they don't, it's not just them, it's their spirit, they're connected to something bigger than them. So if these artists that you look up to are doing this and are learning how to connect, you know, as I listen to my creativity, I'm led to my creator. I'm willing to create. I'm willing to learn to let myself create. I'm willing to let God create through me, please. I'm willing to be of service through my creativity. I'm willing to experience my creative energy. I'm willing to use my creative talents. Pew pew. Now, I still fight myself in saying this before I jump into this flow, but that's just because in my mind I'm like that's stupid. Like, why would I need this to do work or to create art that I see? But that's where you learn how to train your mind, where when you don't control things and when you don't know things, you are in alignment and you just end up creating something that you didn't even know you could do. Like, have you ever looked at some of your videos and you're like, how did I do that? Right? You're not like knowing everything, you just feel it. And ultimately, that's what I have been building for a couple years now, where I gotten to a point where I do want to be able to have this, to get into this flow. And it's important for you as an artist, a creator, a videographer, photographer, whatever it is that you want to give yourself the title of, to really let go of the control. Know that you feel it, know that you have a purpose in creating, but also letting it go so that you could put it together. Right? So the Dare to Dream challenge is from this company called Stanford Creators. Now, it's where you create a 2-minute video on what your Dare to Dream is, and it's due today. So ultimately, when I was walking, I was like, yeah, what would you dare to dream? Like, is that a good hook, right? Or it's something you wish can happen, but you don't think it can happen. But just dare to dream and see where it goes. I didn't grow up dreaming, nor was I allowed to dream, because okay, so that's an idea. Let me see. Let's see. Okay, so let's do this. Should I film the voiceover first and then from there find the clips? Let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. So this is the process on just creating a video by creating. Okay, so this is the process of creating. So what we're doing is setting the foundation of the video first before I start looking for clips and putting it together. Now, I've never done this really. Like, I always just go into the edit, but I just want to try something new, and I think it's important to be able to have like a strategy, a plan before I just jump in there, right? So let's just go with it. I have this set up. Should I have this in the background? What? Or should I have no music? Let's do no music. All right, so we're gonna create the voiceover. Then we're gonna create the list, the shot list, and then we're gonna find music, and then we're gonna go and look for the clips. Now, this is a reverse engineer strategy of like putting a video together versus just jumping in, looking for clips, and then just hoping that it works. Which I've done that in the beginning. There's nothing wrong with that. If it works for you, great. But I do want to be able to have more intention in my videos so that I'm not just like looking and like hoping I find something. I want to be able to be strategic with it. So let's see how this goes. Shit. We could do this, we could do this, we could do this. Okay. I don't know where I put. Okay. Let's do a couple. All right, so let's see. So I'm gonna do this voiceover, and then I'm gonna add my own little style. Now I use Hollyland because they also have like an iPhone connector, and my camera is there, so I can't use that. Okay, so let's see. And action. I didn't grow up dreaming. I grew up surviving. My mom worked nonstop. My dad wasn't around. My brothers were always gone with their girlfriend. And my sister, well, that's the other chapter. And my sister, well, that's a whole other chapter. So I found my way to make sense of the world. I used to pretend I was Harriet the spy, walking around, observing, collecting cues, trying to put 2 plus 2 together, but I couldn't find 4 yet. Then one day, as I was watching, then one day when I, then one day I was watching MTV and something clicked. I had a dream. Not even a normal dream, more like a hunger to become someone. Not even a normal dream, more like a hunger to become someone else first, so I could find who I really was. I told my mom I wanted to move to LA to go find it. She looked at me, let go of my hand, and walked away. And I stopped dreaming that day. But life is honey. But life is funny. 10 years later, I got the chance to move to LA for real. And I realized something. My mom gave up on her dream, but that doesn't mean that I have to give up on mine. And it doesn't mean that I don't love her. It just means I had to be the one who dared to dream. And now my dream isn't just about me. My and now my dream isn't just about me. My dare to dream is building a space for videographers. My dare to dream is building a space for videographers, editors, and photographers to come together, support each other, trade skills, collaborate on passion projects, get paid work, and actually refer each other instead of competing in silence. Because surviving got me here, but dreaming is what I'm choosing now. So let's go. Pew pew! Is that 2 minutes? No. Okay, so other stuff that I would, I'm just gonna leave that. I'm just gonna run with that. I'm not gonna even re-edit that. So I'm gonna do these 2 hooks. It's like, yeah, what would you do if you dared to dream? Yeah, what would you do if you dared to dream? Yeah, what would you do if you dared to dream? Okay, I'm just gonna go with all these. I'm not gonna re-record them. I feel like sometimes when you re-record them more than at least 3 times, then you always end up going with the first one and second. Like it just ends up being scripted, and third, like you just want to perfect it. And the more you try to perfect it, the less people connect to it, because it's like now you're trying to say it so that someone else gets it and they like it. So you're not actually doing it because you're connected, right? Now I'm gonna do this one. So it's something you wish. Okay, and we'll do this one. And it's something you wish could happen, but you don't think can happen. But let's just dare to dream and see where it goes. Period. 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 Okay. That's it, bro. That is it. I'm not gonna do anything else. I'm gonna select this one, select it, and that's gonna be 2 minutes. And then I'm going to airdrop it to my computer, and then we're gonna be able to connect it. And we're gonna be able to like put this together. Now, if need be, I will definitely record some new stuff, but I have so many clips that I haven't used that I'm sure I could put together. Because ultimately what I'm thinking is if your visuals, okay, first of all, visuals are important, but your audio and what you say and how it matters to someone else is going to pop harder than just coming up with cool clips. Because I promise, if you could have all the coolest clips, right? But if no one's connecting to it, then they don't really, then they don't care, because because you connect with stuff that you relate to, right? So I'm telling myself. Okay, so let's see. Now, should we just listen to it? Or should we listen to it on this? Okay. Okay. So now, let's listen to this, right? I'm going to put this on Do Not Disturb because I'm having people text me, and I want to text them, but I also, just an hour at least. Okay. Okay, so let's listen to this. Let's listen to it. Action. I didn't grow up dreaming. I grew up surviving. My mom worked nonstop. My dad wasn't around. My brothers were always gone with their girlfriend. And my sister, well, that's another chapter. And my sister, well, that's a whole other chapter. So I found my way to make sense of the world. I used to pretend I was Harriet the Spy, walking around, observing, collecting cues, trying to... Okay, so that's one thing. Get clips of Harriet the Spy. Harriet, I don't know how to spell right now. Harriet the Spy, maybe the house I grew up in, pictures of mom, my siblings, possibly, my old house, my house growing up, right? Put 2 plus 2 together, but I couldn't find 4 yet. Then one day, I was watching MTV. So do you see that when I mess up, I just keep going. I just keep going and re-say it, even if you have to do it like a couple times, just so it comes out clear, because you don't have to like stop the recording and then re-record. Just keep it recording so that, because you could just edit the fuck up out, right? So before I used to just stop and record, and then I'd have so many different audios that I'm like, ugh. So I just have one long audio, and then I could just cut that audio. It makes it so much easier for you. Let's go. And something clicked. I had a dream. Not even a normal dream, more like a hunger to become someone. Not even a normal dream, more like a hunger to become someone else first, so I could find who I really was. I told my mom I wanted to move to LA to go find it. She looked at me, let go of my hand, and walked away. And I stopped dreaming that day. But life is honey. But life is funny. 10 years later, I got the chance to move to LA for real. And I realized something. My mom gave up on her dream, but that doesn't mean that I have to give up on mine. And it doesn't mean that I don't love her. It just means I had to be the one who dared to dream. And now my dream isn't just about me. And now my dream isn't just about me. My dare to dream is building a space for videographers. My dare to dream is building a space for videographers, editors, and photographers to come together, support each other, trade skills, collaborate on passion projects, get paid work, and actually refer each other instead of competing in silence. Because surviving got me here, but dreaming is what I'm choosing now. So let's go. Pew pew! Is that 2 minutes? No. Oh yeah, I said not to text, right? Not to text. That was good. Of course, I want to re-record a few parts, but like I'm just gonna just run with it. Let's see. Yeah, because it's not about perfecting it, right? It's just that's how it came out. I was feeling it and just go with it. So I got clips of Harriet the Spy, house growing up, my siblings, my house. I don't want to do my siblings. My mom, pictures of filming. I mean, I don't know. Okay, so there's some clips that I want to use. I mean, the thing is, these are just random clips of me just living life, right? Like, but it has to be What's wrong? She's just crying. Okay, we're gonna have to take a break. I have to feed her. She just seems. I mean, just take a break. And we are back. So I trimmed the clip that I got for Harriet the Spy, just because it's easier when you just trim it before you export it to Premiere, so that because you know exactly what clip and you don't have to like give yourself that extra thing. So it's gonna be that, and then let's see what types in after you put mom. Well, I definitely have a mom clip. Still can't believe she's dead. It's weird, right? When someone's dead, like they're not. It's a weird feeling. Okay, now I guess we just look for some of the clips, right, that we could use. Just so the beginning, it's like and action. I didn't grow up dreaming. I grew up surviving. What would be a good opening? So. I don't know. I really don't know. I didn't grow up dreaming. I grew up to survive. So right now I'm just collecting B-roll, right, that I could add. So let's find the music, right? Something that's going to, I'm going to be able to. So I paid a year membership with Artlist because all the music on here I could use on YouTube, and I'm posting a lot on YouTube. So let's look at what they have here as far as AI videos. All right, so the prompt is, so there's one part, it was like hands letting go of one another, showing, going separate ways, up. Two people's hands letting go. So two people with brown skin, hands letting go of one another, showing going separate ways. I don't think I could use that. This is cute. Like they have this little different. Nope. No, that's terrible. That's terrible. So let's look up mood. Let's see. Let's see dramatic. No. Like this. What mood are you trying to give, right? So the music is going to do that for you. It's going to set the mood. It's going to make your video. And let's get you a little bit on this side. My posture. Okay. Nope. Nope. What's inquisitions mean? So an inquisition is a severe, harsh interrogation or questioning. Nope. So this could be for the Harriet the Spy part, right? So let's just call this Stand for Creators. Dreamers. Let's see. Snow 5 beats. A cozy winter. Nope. Maybe find something that you connect with, right? This is good. Potential. Oh, my roommates are outside. I'll be right back. Okay, we're done. Whew. It's 9 o'clock. Wanted to post at 8 o'clock. It's whatever. But now we have to get the thumbnail. Right, we have to do the thumbnail, and that's the most important thing. So what I do is, first of all, make sure you save this, is since I don't do vertical really, this is going to be like horizontal / vertical, if that makes sense. Let me just make sure I'm in focus. Okay, so spend a lot of time on your thumbnail, because I'm telling you, if they don't click it, if it's not pretty, or if they don't click it, it's not gonna work. So those are good. Save that, save that. Now, when I upload the photo to Instagram, it like zooms in too much. But when I screenshot it and then put it on like a reel format, and then I airdrop that, I'm able to like have like the perfect size where it's not like in the way of, doesn't change it to the point where it looks terrible. So let's see, it's gonna be like Dare to Dream. I thought that was gonna take like a couple hours, but I started the stand for creators video at 2, and it's 9:50. And I work tomorrow, but I'm gonna go take my dog out for at least an hour. And just to let you know, like when it comes to editing a video that has story, narrative, and just like really intentional and thought, it does take time. And if you don't think so, try to do it. Anyway, wish me luck. They announced the winners on the 26th of February. So let's go. Pew pew. Yeah, what would you do if you dared to dream? I didn't grow up dreaming. I grew up surviving. My mom worked nonstop. My dad wasn't around. My brothers were always gone with their girlfriend. And my sister, well, that's a whole other chapter. So I found my way to make sense of the world. I used to pretend I was Harriet the spy, walking around, observing, collecting cues, trying to put 2 + 2 together, but I couldn't find 4 yet. Then one day I was watching MTV and something clicked. I had a dream. Not even a normal dream, more like a hunger to become someone else first, so I could find who I really was. I told my mom I wanted to move to LA to go find it. She looked at me, let go of my hand, and walked away. And I stopped dreaming that day. But life is funny. 10 years later, I got the chance to move to LA for real. And I realized something. My mom gave up on her dream, but that doesn't mean that I have to give up on mine. And it doesn't mean that I don't love her. It just means I had to be the one who dared to dream. And now my dream isn't just about me. It's something you wish could happen, but you don't think can happen. But let's just dare to dream and see where it goes. My dare to dream is building a space for videographers, editors, and photographers to come together, support each other, trade skills, collaborate on passion projects, get paid work, and actually refer each other instead of competing in silence. Because surviving got me here, but dreaming is what I'm choosing now. Don't want to do handheld and you don't want to do a gimbal. The guy's gonna be lit with fireworks, so we're gonna use. All right. Either find a space that's fully. There's so much that we could do together. So let's dare to dream. Pew pew.